The Salem witch trials took place in Massachusetts during the 1400s to the 1600s. Herbalists created medication for the people of their villages. Most of the time it was beneficial, but the few times it became harmful, people started to get suspicious. People began to feel that it was the work of the devil, most likely because, at this time, the church began to get more powerful. It didn't help that there were weird side effects to some of the medicines. People thought that they were being poisoned or cursed. Eventually, they started to blame herbalists, who were mostly women, for natural disasters. Soon, many of the people began to be afraid of the herbalists, and they started calling them witches. These witches were burned at the stake, or they had to go through a series of tests to determine whether or not they were witches. The women who were accused as witches were bound and thrown into the water. If they floated back up, they were guilty and burned at the stake. If they sank to the bottom, they were innocent. Either way, they died. Although the plants these so-called witches used had some medical properties, they could have been very harmful. An important group of compounds known as alkaloids have a large effect on the course of human history. These plant compounds have one or more nitrogen atoms that are usually part of a ring of carbon. When ingested or absorbed by humans, they have hallucinogenic properties. They say usually affect the nervous system and are generally highly toxic. Alkaloids may be highly toxic, but a majority of the derivatives that we use today for medicine come from these compounds. Another group of alkaloids was a fungus called ergot. This fungus can cause many distressing side effects when it's ingested. The initial symptoms are nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting. After this first set of side effects, the person who ingested this compound will start to feel the effects it has on the nervous system. In severe cases, ingesting ergot may cause death. People during this time accidentally ingested ergot because it was infected to the cereal, grain, and rye. Today, these herbalists would be considered more educated. They would be pharmacists, doctors, or even chemists. Just like doctors, their medicine would help cure people's illnesses. They would instruct people on how to use medicines like pharmacists do today. The herbalists would also create medicines themselves by combining different things, whether it be plants or chemicals, like chemists do now. The people that others would accuse of witchcraft would be more respected in today's modern society.